inside the Niger Delta.
Welcome back. It's Inside the Niger Delta, the authentic voice of Nigeria's oil-rich region. Ahead of the September 3 governorship primaries of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, in Bayelsa State, the Timi Alaibe Campaign Organisation has called for the cancellation of the party's World Congress in the 105 wards of the state. Members of the Timi Alaibe Campaign Organisation made the call following the conduct of what they describe as flawed ward congresses. They had earlier staged a peaceful protest march to the PDP Secretariat in Bayelsa State.
The call for the cancellation of the State Congress organized by Ebonyi State Governor Dave Umahi was on account of its alleged flawed process. According to members of the Timi Alaibe Campaign Organisation, all the governorship aspirants, including their principal, were denied access to the list of returning officers until it was announced by the chairman of the Electoral Committee.
Who are these electoral officers you are using? Where is the list coming from? There's a group we saw in Peace Park gathered, and that's where they said materials were distributed. And so we requested that we come to see you, so that PDP will remain one indivisible family, as a family that will go into the primary election, go further to the general election without a divide.
The protesting PDP members insist that a fictitious list of electoral officers was presented to the Dave Umahi-led National Committee by the state chapter of the PDP.
For fairness, justice and equity, and if they want the party to win the next governorship elections, then they must cancel the entire process, because the entire process is faulty.
We are asking the National Working Committee, headed by Secondus, to make sure that this election is free and fair, that whatever that is doing now is cancelled. Not be so?
Cancel. In the meantime, frontline contender for the PDP governorship ticket, Timi Alaibe, has called for unity of purpose before, during and after the primary elections to place the party in a comfortable stead to win the November 16 governorship elections. Alaibe also wants delegates at the September 3 governorship primaries to identify with credible and trusted contestants, as the party cannot afford to experiment with political dark horses.
I think this is an opportunity to call on all delegates to think deeply in their decision to cast their votes for those of us who are contesting. I have thrown myself open to delegates. I've consulted with them and they know what I stand for.
While Alaibe enjoys the support and goodwill of the majority of Bayelsans in the governorship race, there are insinuations in certain quarters that his supposed non-membership of the Governor Dixon restoration team could likely scuttle his ambition. Alaibe, however, insists that he was directly involved in the building of the restoration team.
In fact, I was the first caucus chairman of the restoration family they're talking about. I was the caucus chairman of the first campaign in 2011 into 2012. And people forget history. Chief Alamesia of blessed memory was the Elders Committee chairman of that campaign. And Honorable Fred Agbedi was the Director General of the campaign. I was the caucus chairman. So if there's any restoration family issue, I should be number one to start benefiting from that. Yeah. Okay, so I don't think that there's an issue there.
Already in Bayelsa State to receive petitions and objections to the conduct of the World Congress is a delegation from the national headquarters of the PDP.
Inside the Niger Delta.
He is one of Bayelsa's finest, a world-class economist, businessman, banker, politician, and administrator par excellence. Timi Alaibe, former Executive Director, Finance and Administration, and later Managing Director of the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, former Special Advisor to the President on Niger Delta Affairs, and Coordinator of the Presidential Amnesty Program, Timi Alaibe, Hero of the Niger Delta, Timi Alaibe, distinguished son of Bayelsa State. Timi, now is your time. Bayelsa needs you. Timi, we need you. This message is powered by Bayelsans for Good Governance.
inside the Niger Delta.